We have two Kenyan women, excuse me, and they are called the Young East African Girls. They are performers and they are going to show some moves out on the stage today. So please, everyone, make some noise.
Put your hands together.
I'm not creative enough to make up, or a series of baffling events in New York City, or no matter where you are from, we all have a story. After Alicia Harris and Zora Howard.
Yes, yes.
Where are you from? Kenya. No. Where are you really from? You know, you're really pretty for an African girl. Wait, how did you get here? Did you have lions in your backyard? Wait, can I touch your hair? Can I touch yours? Wait, so this means you speak African, right? No, but you speak really good English. Wait, where is Kenya anyway? Jomo Kenyatta, the first president of the Republic of Kenya, tells us that when the missionaries came, we had the land, and they had the Bible. They taught us how to pray with our eyes closed. When we opened them, they had the land, and we had the Bible. What did you give up? When the mercenaries came, how many women did you love before my mother? These words char at the bridge of my tongue. These words never make an escape. In a house where the past is a distant relative, we don't really speak of our histories. When I asked my father what the first chapter of his autobiography would be, he says, and answers quite enthusiastically to my surprise, painting a picture so vivid, I feel it happening all over. Two men with guns stop car on the road. Two men with guns enter car with kids and father at wheel. Two men with guns escort kids to school. Two men with guns take father to prison. Who are the men who took your teeth? Those men who try to extinguish the fires you lit in your throat. Try to water it down to compliance. And there you stand. In a time separate from now, I imagine Zeni and Njambi, a freedom fighter of the Mau Mau, in the shallow pits of his stomach was what he was told was sacrilege. There is no battle to be waged between soul and ammunition, no cross to bear without religion, so he learned how to pray with his eyes open, how to hunt on an empty stomach. They are gulags unspoken of, genocides tucked so deeply in the crevices of our history that we forget how much blood is on our hands. In a time separate from now, I imagine my father when he was young. Afro and beard, thick as forest, my mother, enchanted by this man who was all fire, who was all flame. This was sacrifice. This love that did not stand still, this love that was always revolution, this love that was always imprisoned, this love that was always singing. My father taught me how to pray with my eyes open. So in this time we shall not cower. Silence will not dig deep into our bodies. We shall exhale, hear, and speak. We shall drown the darkness in our light. Slowly begin to tighten the noose like a hangman's halter. Quiet the sound of crackling gunshot. Remember, there's always a battle to be waged between soul and ammunition. Ayo, light-skinned. Ayo, ma. Poker, hunt us.
was born in a small village in Kenya, Murang'a. To the village and to everyone I know, she's Njambi. But to me, she will always be my shosho. Reu wathie na kuu America tukariganirwo ni kindu kimwe. Andu makikuria woka kuma ku ukamere we ni mugikuyu ni waigua. Ateke. Those were the last words she said to me as I boarded a plane to live with my mother for the first time. I was 12 years old. My mother moved to America in search of the American dream. She lived in New York City. My father and my mother met right here in Washington Square Park. He was a freshman at NYU. I've been thinking a lot about love lately, about how I've never seen my parents together, about how many of our parents' marriages really lasted, how many of our parents were even married. What happens to those children who are raised by their grandparents? Mama, did you know that you were holding a war in your belly when you were pregnant? Did you know that this skin will want to crawl out of itself when I grew up in Nairobi? In 5th grade, there was a girl named Jockey who threw gum in my hair. She didn't understand why my hair was different. I just wanted to tell her, it's not my fault that my father is white. I don't even know him. I wanted to tell her we bleed the same color of blood. We bleed the same. I wanted to tell the boy who I thought I loved freshman year of high school on the corner of 7th Avenue and 3rd Street when he told me, hey, look, when you meet my mom, right, don't tell her that your mom's black. It won't really sit well here. I wanted to tell that man on the 4 train who called me Pocahontas, African sensation and everything under the sun in 2 minutes. Where did you get the hate from? Did your mother teach you how to speak that way? Do you even talk to your mother in that same mother tongue? I wanted to tell her. And I wanted to tell everyone that I know that it's been a struggle. See, my mother doesn't even speak Kikuyu. On days when my grandmother will call me and ask me, Ohora, Reu Uga, Weko America, how is everything? I tell her, Grandma, I don't know how to be black. I don't know how to be black. I don't know how to be white. I just know how to be African. That's all I've ever been. This is not something that comes easy. In fact, next time somebody asks me where I'm from, I will tell them loudly. I will tell them proudly. Tell them like my skin has been this way and it always will be. I am Kenyan.
You guys know what my sight word is, right?